Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode number 22 of Playing with House Money present the Soccer Gambling Cognoscenti. I am your boy Ice, chairman of Playing with House Money, here on my own today. But it's been a while. At Iceman _1013 on the Twitter. We took a couple of months off over the summer. We didn't take it fully off. We took it off the live shows. We've been here. We cashed the Euros, obviously, the SGC plus 50 units during Euro 2024. But yeah, we're back. The EPL, we're recording this on Friday. Shout out to Elon. Without a premium subscription on Twitter, I cannot go live. So there is no Friday Club Live. So thanks Elon. But I am recording halfway through the Manchester United Fulham game. Boring 0-0, so not really missing much. But we do have a bunch of games, obviously, tomorrow and Sunday. EPL is back. Very interesting. So, yeah, we will look to see how that goes. We'll talk a bit about it in a minute. But like I say, we took a brief hiatus over the summer. You might find that, don't know. Where is the consigliere? Where is DJ Prue? If anyone has seen him, if anyone has heard from him on Twitter, please at him, at DJ Prue, aka the Live Bet King, formerly known as Hugh_Hef, aka Booby Miles. I don't know where he is. Haven't seen him. No, just playing. I know exactly where he is. He will be back for Playing with House Money. Playing with House Money is going to be back before the end of this month. We haven't quite nailed down an exact time, but it will be back, coming to you on Thursday afternoons, just in time to get all your Thursday night football bets in. We're coming back. Either it will be next Thursday, the 22nd, or it will be the 29th. We are unsure, but we will obviously definitely make sure that you guys know where and when to find Playing with House Money before it drops, so that you can look out for that. All of your football needs. And yeah, we've got a brand new YouTube channel at PW_House Money. So if you can subscribe, all of that is muchly appreciated. You will find all of our new content coming to you. You've got the standard Playing with House Money show that will come out every Thursday. You've got this show, the Soccer Gambling Cognoscenti, which will come out every Friday. There's going to be a brand new college football show, which Prue's going to be doing. Back, I mean, it's 20 minutes of just hilariousness, right? Prue going through his losses from the weekend. We have, we talk about all the winners on the shows, but we're gambling. We're not perfect. Every single gambler out there has lost tickets. So, let's come together. We have the little therapy session where he gets to blow off some steam, and then we go again for a new week. So that'll be coming back, and that will be coming back with a vengeance, that one. So yeah, look out for that. And that's it. That's 4 shows. There might be more. We might do some lives on a Saturday. Bundesliga live Saturday morning, college football live Saturday afternoon. We could do some Sundays, live streaming, watching some of the NFL games. Definitely going to be doing some of that this season, maybe even some Sunday night football. So yeah, definitely a lot more coming to you from the team here at Playing with House Money. So please, like I said, subscribe on the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, follow us wherever you can. We'll be posting a ton more content on TikTok this year, Instagram, wherever you find all of your solid gambling content, that is where we are going to be. So yeah, please follow us, please join us. And yeah, I've just got back last weekend from the Fantasy Football Expo, met a ton of great people. There are going to be a lot of guest stars this season on the Playing with House Money show. So look out for those. There's going to be definitely some guests on the college football show. Really excited for some of those. So yeah, just keep an eye out. They will be coming on, and like I'm just really excited for it. So, looking forward to a brand new season and, shooting for the stars, right? And that's where where do we begin? 7:30 Saturday morning, Premier League. Couldn't ask for a bigger start to the season for Ipswich Town. We know Ipswich from the SGC last year in the Championship. Got promoted, had a great end to the season, great run in to get themselves promoted. They start off at home against Liverpool. Liverpool themselves looking for a new start. No Jurgen Klopp, brand new manager for Liverpool, but we think it's going to be the same old Liverpool team that we've seen. They're going to be competing. They're going to be in the top 4, but Ipswich that's a huge game. And one of the things I'm going to say about this first game slate, as we're seeing in the Manchester United game today, 60 minutes through, it's 0-0. They've just brought on Xerxes and Garnacho. Xerxes making his debut in the Premier League. Be very interested to see how he goes this season. He was at Bologna last year, and again, if you were following me last year, I sneaky liked Bologna. They were a very decent side in Serie A, of which there aren't many to bet on. So yeah, Rusty, not Rusty Ryan from Ocean's 11, not Brad Pitt's character, but just these teams' first game back. We saw it in the MLS. We talked about it, a few months back. Just the teams don't. I'm not expecting teams to come out and score 3, 4, 5 goals. We're seeing that today as well with PSG. First game of the season away to Le Havre. They probably, in all honesty, after 70 minutes should be 2-1 down. Le Havre have had at least one goal disallowed for a handball, I think. But yeah, like PSG are just they're not clicking at the pace you would expect, after 5-10 games of the season, because they don't put as much into the preseason friendlies as they should. They don't want to get injured. We're seeing that in the NFL, right? They're resting players, they're playing squad players. So game week 1 of the Premier League season, and this really goes for any league. I'm not really expecting the fireworks that we saw from the Premier League last season. That being said, therefore, it could be a scrappy affair. I like Ipswich's chances at home. First game back in the Premier League, huge game. Early kickoff on a Saturday. It's going to be rocking in East Anglia. That stadium is going to be loud. So I do like Ipswich to get a goal. And like I said, scrappy affair, close affair. I like both teams to score in all of these 6 Saturday games. I like the value in it, right? I like the value in these 6 Premier League games. Both teams to score. Like we say, we start with Ipswich, Liverpool. We have Everton v Brighton. Again, last season. Yeah, I mean, like both sides of that. Newcastle, Southampton. Well, I don't have a problem with Newcastle. I think Newcastle scored. Again, we're talking about new sides to the Premier League. Southampton back. They've been yo-yoing around up and down between Premier League and Championship for a while. They're the one that I'm the most unsure of the 12 teams that we're looking at. Southampton are the one that I am the most unsure about. And being from Portsmouth, Southampton are my boyhood rival club, and I'll be damned if they're the one team that cost me the plus 2,000. Nottingham Forest against Bournemouth. That's one of the ones that sneaky forgot. Like if this was middle of the season game, this would be the one I would love for goals, along with the late kickoff, which is West Ham against Aston Villa. Yes, again, if you've been in the Discord for a while, West Ham got to a point where they were basically banned. New season, fresh slate, giving them a fresh chance. They don't have many chances, but we're not starting the season off with anyone on the banned list. Just some teams have a longer have a longer rope to hang themselves with, I guess, is what we say. So West Ham Villa is the late game, and the other 10 o'clock game, the one that actually gives us a huge amount of value, is Arsenal against Wolves. And you all know I'm an Arsenal fan, so the fact that you're giving me basically plus money for Wolves to score a goal, I'm going to take that every day. Don't care how good Arsenal's defence was last season. Again, first game of the season, we're not going to be firing on all cylinders. So, yeah, I mean, 6 games, both teams to score in each, plus 2,000. It's a light sprinkle for game week 1. Like I said, not expecting many of these teams to come out firing. But, you know, like I said, bit of rust on each of them, and there's definitely some value there for a light sprinkle, just to see what happens in week 1. Staying in England, the Championship is not week 1. That was last weekend, possibly even for some teams the weekend before. But yeah, we get some early games, and we're already starting to see we've had 1 round of Championship games. We've had 1 round of the EFL Cup games, which has shown us a lot about some of these teams. Certainly some teams like Leeds United, who we thought were going to be, I still think they probably will challenge for promotion. They didn't really lose too many players, certainly not their attacking players from last year, and they missed out last year in the playoffs. But yeah, their start to the season has been shaky, to say the least. They were at home to my team, Portsmouth, my home team, week 1, and they drew 3-3. They got that 3-3 draw literally 95th minute. The American kid Aronson scored the equaliser off the bench in the 95th minute. So they were lucky, but they gave up 3 goals to the Portsmouth side, who, again, they were promoted to the Championship last season. So at home, Leeds at home, giving up 3 goals to a newly promoted side. They then went and put out a pretty decently strong team in the EFL Cup game against Middlesbrough and got absolutely battered at home again. So Leeds have not started this campaign very well at all. They've given up 3 goals to Portsmouth, 3 goals to Middlesbrough at home, and now they find themselves on the road against West Brom. West Brom also not, like, they beat QPR 3-1 away, so it's a decent start for them. So yeah, I mean, they have the boy Josh Maha up top for them. Used to play for Sunderland, went to Bordeaux, got 2 goals. I think he got 2. Might have even scored a hat-trick week 1. Might have even scored all 3 of their goals. So yeah, I like West Brom in this one, just because of how badly Leeds have started defensively. So taking West Brom at home, 2 goals. We've talked about Portsmouth. They face Luton at home. Fratton Park, exactly what I said about Ipswich. Fratton Park is going to be the atmosphere for Fratton Park Saturday afternoon. First game back in the Championship in what will seem like eternity for the Fratton faithful will be monstrous in terms of the noise that those fans create. So yeah, I like Portsmouth to score. I was going to take the plus money on them to score twice. I might still Saturday morning wake up and take them, but I'm not going to tell you guys to take them, because it's the same as Arsenal. It's the same as me betting on Arsenal and betting on Portsmouth. My mother is still a season ticket holder. A bunch of my friends are still season ticket holders. So I'm not going to tell you to put your hard-earned money on this Portsmouth side, and then just because it's a heart bet, not a head bet. But they're playing Luton again, so they've come up. Luton have come down from the Premier League. We know all about Luton. They're full of goals last season. Hey, they got absolutely battered by Burnley at home, 4-1. Again, like, Burnley came down with them, but I just expected Luton to put up a bit more of a show, at home. So defensively, they can be leaky. So I'm taking both teams to score in that Portsmouth-Luton game. And then we've already mentioned Middlesbrough. I said in the Discord this week, after they beat Leeds in the EFL Cup, without some of their star players, whilst Leeds did put out a full strength side, almost, that Middlesbrough were looking like after one game the team that I would fancy the most to push for that automatic promotion in the Championship. And they get Derby away from home. Derby lost to Blackburn 4-2 game 1. So again, they're giving up a ton of goals to a Blackburn side that last year, again, weren't great. We loved them for goals. Sami Smozovic, who has just signed with Ipswich as it goes. He's just signed, so he might make his debut on Saturday. I don't think he will, but I think Ipswich have just signed him for 10 million. So, but he scored for Blackburn, came off the bench and scored against Derby. So yeah, Derby just again against this Middlesbrough side. Like I said, they beat Leeds 3-0. They took a 1-0 win against Swansea in game 1. They just look very solid defensively, very good going forward. So yeah, taking the Middlesbrough team total over 1.5, and all 3 of these games in the Championship are also 7:30 a.m. kickoffs tomorrow morning. So you have to get these bets in tonight. But it's Middlesbrough team total over 1.5, West Brom team total over 1.5, both teams to score in Portsmouth versus Luton, and that's plus 829. So that is the Saturday morning Championship early waking cash. Put it on Friday night. Hopefully we wake up Saturday morning and at 10 a.m., certainly 10 a.m. Central Time, or later, you're going to wake up with those winnings in your account. So yeah, just looking at these games that we've still got going on, there's been 1 goal in the Coventry-Oxford game. We've got nothing really doing in PSG, and I mean it's 1-1 with 10 minutes to go. I feel like I have to take a live bet here and take PSG to score again, just because it's PSG, right? Like they're going to create chances. Man United are all over Fulham, and that game's still 0-0. And then you have Coventry v Oxford, which is currently 2-2, and that's where the goals were. And you've got Las Palmas against Sevilla, currently 1-1. So that Man United game is going to be the only game on the card today to not be both teams to score. And I would have been very, very annoyed if I'd played all 5 games, both teams to score, which I was very close to doing. As it is, I kind of faded United and took Fulham to score twice, but that required PSG to also get another goal. So what do we got? We have PSG plus 200 to win the game, plus 186 to score. Yeah, plus 186 to score. You've got me a 10% boost. Takes me to plus 200, plus 206. There we go. Put a unit on there, $20. $20 is my unit when I talk about units, by the way. Not like $1,000. We're not doing that shit. $20 on PSG to score again at plus 200. There we go. Placed. Put that over there. All right. Saturday we have a bunch of games. There's a bunch of games kicking off, right? You know, we've got League 1. We're talking about PSG. We've got a bunch of games on Saturday kicking off in that league. I think you've got Marseille, Lille, both playing away from home. You've got Monaco, 3 of my favorite teams to bet on in the French league. But again, the way this first game has gone, you could take Marseille, Lille, and Monaco team totals, but you're probably not going to get very good odds, in all honesty, game 1. And just for the value that you are not getting on those lines in game 1, where there's going to be a lot of rust for these teams, like PSG today. I don't even want to tell you what PSG were to score twice. Stupid odds for them to score twice. Minus 200. Over minus 200. Minus 215. Even without Mbappe, shouldn't have been an issue with the side that they're putting out, with the players they've got. and they're going to make it. And now I've just taken plus 200 on it. So it's gone from minus 200 before the game. Now that second goal plus 200. Just so with this French league, there is a lot of change year to year, aside from PSG, with who are going to be the solid teams, who are going to be the teams to fade. So look out for that. One of the teams, I do like a game on Sunday that I'm going to play a straight. There's some great value on the Sunday games, but not so much the Saturday ones. In Italy, we get both Milan sides, Internazionale and AC, and Fiorentina. Again, another one of my favorite sides to bet on last year. But again, you don't know what you're going to get first game of the season with these sides. And it's Serie A. Serie A, if you're in the Discord, if you follow me for a while, you know my severe dislike for goals in that league. Like this stuff, the league doesn't like scoring goals. So, and I like betting goals. So, yeah, like I want to give these teams a couple of games to get back into some sort of rhythm, to see where the value is, adjust to their new coaches, some new players. For example, Fiorentina very likely to get let Nico Gonzalez go. He was my favorite player to bet on for them last season for the last 18 months. He's very likely to leave over the next couple of days. They've got a brand new coach, and there's a lot of changes, right? We're going to see that with Liverpool. We see it with a lot of sides, bringing their players in, and you're going to see that on Sunday with Chelsea, what side Chelsea put out against Manchester City. When you get a big change, yes, you're professionals. Yes, you're professional soccer players. You should be a high pressure situation other than just training. Actually, in a game is very, very different. So we're just going to give them a couple of weeks to adjust to one another, see what the value is there, and then we'll really dive into it. But I don't really want us, we don't want to lose our money. You don't want to do what us English people say. You don't want to do your bollocks. Game week 1, first Saturday of the season. I know we've been waiting for it, and we feel like we want to go all in. You want to put, everything that's in your account. Just I want to bet everything on game week 1, but it's not the way to do it. And yeah, I know DJ Pruitt would love that quote. He knows when I say that, he loves that. But yeah, just don't do that. Don't blow your load on the first Saturday of the season when there's so many unknowns with these teams, right? It's a long season. We're back, like we're going to make money, but we want to be consistent. We want to be careful and considerate about how we're doing that, picking our spots. However, I say we're not going to teams that were banned last season might not be on the banned list this season, but the Thane of Fade is still here. I still fade awful defenses, especially when that team name is Barcelona and they don't improve that defense because they can't, because they literally have no money or they're financially not able to. Barcelona, brand new, they had all that stuff end of last season about Xavi Hernandez, Xavi being their manager next season, leaving, not leaving. They've now got Hansi Flick as their manager. So brand new, again, we talk brand new manager. Don't have many new players because, like I said, they're not able to sign. They've signed Dani Olmo, but they can't get FIFA and UEFA to allow that transfer to happen quick enough. So I don't think he's going to be able to play on Saturday. But that still doesn't change their defense, right? Their defense was horrible last season. So give me Valencia. Give me the Valencia team total at plus 250 for 2 goals. And if Hugo Duro starts, give me him anytime at plus 260. And hey, would you look at that? Well, they say PSG are now 3-1 up. So, and look at that. The 2 substitutes, Dembele, Barcola, came on in the 70th minute. And look at that. Barcola on for Asensio. I needed Asensio to score to cash a plus 500. He goes off. Barcola comes on. Bang, bang. 3-1 PSG. Cash the plus 200. Doesn't do you lot any good. Doesn't do the play any good that I bet, because I now need Fulham to score twice to cash a plus 1100. That's not going to happen. But while I'm here, I will go over 0.5 goals in the United Fulham game. Because, I need 2 goals. And PSG have now got a penalty. It's just about to go 4-1 up. I need either team to score a goal. To score 2 goals in the Man United game to cash bets. And it's 0-0 with 80 minutes gone. So, doesn't look like it is going to happen. But, I mean, it's only over. I don't want to play that for plus 115, to be honest, with 10 minutes left. I don't fucking trust either of these teams. Sorry. Valencia, Barcelona. I'm going to fade. I'm very likely going to fade Barcelona, especially away from home, every single game of this season. I mean, the team they were putting out in the friendlies when they played in the US was just, I don't know. I don't even know what it was. Like, if that's their lineup, which it looked like when they played Monaco, they got battered 3-0 by Monaco, which was in Barcelona as well. So, I mean, they conceded 2 to, like, the only team that they actually played well against in friendlies was Madrid, but that's because they always play well against Madrid. So give me Valencia. Give me Valencia at plus 250 to score twice against this Barcelona defense. I would take that price on virtually anyone. Basically, you give me an under 15 side. You give me the US men's national team against Barcelona. I would take them to score twice. And look at that, 4-1 PSG in what was it, 5 minutes ago? 6 minutes ago? 3 goals, and that's what PSG can do to you. And that's what, that's why they were minus 200 to score twice. But leaving it that late, just, play it in play. Okay, that's Saturday afternoon. We do have some Leagues Cup action, quarterfinals. Basically, give me all the games, both teams to score plus 560. I mean, that's it. It's just really that simple. If you want more on the Leagues Cup, you need to join the Discord at PW_house money. Use code EXPO2024. You get the first month for free. So jump in. You get all these plays Saturday. You're going to get my goal scorer plays in the Premier League Saturday. You're going to get the goal scorer plays for the Leagues Cup. You're going to get the boy Wooski, L.I. Van. You're going to get his plays. He's been absolutely killing it. Cashed a plus 2,200 goal scorer lay in the Leagues Cup last weekend. He'll be back. Yes, he'll be taking Club America. Yes, I might fade Club America, both teams to score, but he knows his shit when he's talking about these, these MLS teams, these Liga MX teams. So join the Discord, find out. But very short, very sweet, plus 564, both teams to score in all 4 games Saturday night. That's where we're at with that. And then Sunday, like I said, there's really only 3 games that I'm looking at today. I really want to see how Saturday's games play out, certainly with the Premier League games. I think it's Sunday in the Premier League. You have Brentford against Crystal Palace. Could be anything. It could be a 0-0 like this one we're seeing today. Could be 3-3. Could be 2-2, 3-3. Both of those sides can score goals. Brentford struggled end of last season, but with Ivan Toney coming back in full pre-season after the Euros, he did pretty well there for England. You'd be looking at, hopefully they're doing something. And Palace, they've lost Elise. Michael Elise went to Bayern, but they've still got Eze. They've still got Matita, who had a great Olympic Games for France. They just kind of fell short of the final hurdle, but himself did himself absolutely no harm at all with the amount of goals he scored there. So we'll definitely be looking at what value we can get on him, assuming he starts on Sunday morning. And then, like I said, it's Chelsea versus Man City. Hey, and here we go. I'll tell you it right now. I said it all last season. I'm going to say it this season. Sunday, Premier League, if there are 2 games, whatever the score is in the first game, play the correct score for the second game. So many times, those 2 games on a Sunday, if there is only 2 games, and they will kick off at different times, it's the way they work it in England, Super Sunday, one early, one late, mid-afternoon. If the first one is 1-1, play the second one 1-1. If you want a safe option, play both teams to score. But whatever happened in the first game, I'm mirroring that in the second game. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to run it every week, and I'll let you know how it goes. But run it with me, because this has been happening for years. This isn't just a last year thing. This is in the history of my life watching Super Sunday since I'm 13 years old. This is what happens. But the 3 games I'm focusing on, I said again, we're back to the Thane of Fade thing, right? Napoli, Serie A. Napoli were once upon a time a powerhouse in Serie A 2 years ago. We rode that train. We loved that train. Victor Osimhen, loved that guy with KK Verrat. Yeah, love those guys. Verrat is still there. Osimhen is still there, but they both want out. Big Victor is probably going to leave at some point, going somewhere. Who knows where? I'd hope it's not Man United. It very likely won't be. I would have loved to see him at Arsenal, but hey, I would love to see him go to Dortmund, someone like that. Dortmund just lost Füllkrug. Füllkrug went to West Ham, so I'd love to see him go there. He would tear it up. He would be better than Harry Kane is in Bundesliga. And yeah, I'm justified. I'm the Bundesliga aficionado, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I would anyway. Napoli, not the side they were 2 years ago. Absolutely terrible last season. So I'm going to fade them. I'm going to, again, similar thing to Barcelona. I don't necessarily know that defensively they're terrible. I just know that they're kind of allergic to scoring goals right now. And that's not what you want from a team that's supposed to be challenging for the title. So away from home, first game of the season, give me Verona. Give me Verona, the home side, plus 265 to score twice. Again, I said this about, Valencia for Barcelona. I said, give me the home team when it's plus 250. Give me anyone. That's against Barcelona's defense. But I mean, this is Napoli's defense, which isn't as terrible. However, oh, look at that. Xerxes just scored for Man United. Should have fucking played it. But yeah, Verona plus 265 that's high odds for any team at home, game one, to score twice. If you see those odds, you should just take it. It's decent. It's decent odds for obviously a home team to score 2 goals on game week 1, when again you probably want to favour the home teams, because who knows what's going to happen, unless it's one of the if it's, I wouldn't say take the home team against Inter Milan, who are renowned for having a great defense, but Napoli are just, like I said, I'm just going to fade them. Pairing that, in the Norwegian Elite Serien, it's not been great for me, I'll be honest, so far this season. But Sarpsborg are at home. They have been one of my favourite teams to bet on, especially with their strike force. They play a kid called Henrik Meister up front. He's scored 8 goals in 18 games so far this season, so I love betting on him. I'm very sure he's out on Sunday, though. But they're playing at home to Haugesund, and Haugesund away from home played 4 games this season. They've lost the last 3. They drew the first one. They've conceded 10 goals in those 4 away games. Conceded 4+ twice and 1 each the other 2 times. They've conceded in every game. So Sarpsborg, you like to score at least 1. Again, they've scored in every home game. They've scored 8 in their 4 home games, so they're averaging 2 goals a game. So it's minus 174 for them to score twice. Add that with Verona, and then add in a third game. And this one is in France, and this is the line that I said I really liked, just purely because, again, it's a similar thing. It's fading the away team. Strasbourg are the away team we're talking about. They were horrible away from home last season, and they have done less than 0 to fix it. So I just don't see how they did. Like, if anything, they lost Patrick Vieira as their manager, and they've brought in Liam Rossignol, who was Hull City manager last year. Yeah, I'm not. Might not be the worst manager in the world. I just don't know. Again, not one of the best defensive minds that you could find in the game to stop the horrible defensive problems that they had last year. Last year, Strasbourg relied on their home form very heavily. And Montpellier have kind of, they've been pretty steady the last 2 years in the league. Head to head recently, they've done all right. Game last year, Montpellier did, it was 2-2, but it was a penalty. One at a penalty put Strasbourg 1 up. But I like this Montpellier side. A lot of attacking flair. And yeah, I like this line. Again, home team against Strasbourg, who do not travel very well at all. I like Montpellier to come out and score twice, plus 104, that is, for 2 goals. So I will play that one straight. But that goes in the threefold for Sunday, plus 1072. Plus 1072 for Verona, Sarpsborg, and Montpellier, all to score 2 goals. And yeah, that's the Sunday play. There will, of course, be more. But like I said, I'm going to wait and see how these Saturday games go before I put my Sunday plays out. There will be one for Twitter. But if you want all of the plays for Sunday, like I said, at PW_housemoney on Twitter, join the Discord for free for the first month if you use code EXPO2024, EXPO 2024. That gets you a free month, get you all the plays for Saturday, all the plays for Sunday. Come join the SGC for a bigger season than last season. Like I said, playing with house money. We'll be back on Thursdays before the month is out. Looking forward to kicking off the new season. We'll be having lots of special guests, as I have said, throughout across all our shows. New YouTube channel is up at PW_housemoney on YouTube. Please like, subscribe. We thank you for watching. Thanks for the support, and good luck with all your bets this weekend, whatever they are, whether you are tailing, whether you are fading. Good luck, and we'll see you next Friday playing with more house money at the SGC.